Tell you another thing. Gang stalking for targeted for homeless targeted individuals is the worst, because you're at the complete will of the system. You have absolutely no way to escape the wrath of what's trying to eliminate you. Like, you're at the will of it. All the homeless shelters, they're all full of psychopaths. Like, the people that work there, not even the people that live there, like the people that work at most of the homeless shelters are all gang stalkers. They're literal fucking sociopath, psychopath, fucking manipulative, fucking compulsive, lying, fucking really sick people, man. And you'd think that compassionate people, caring people that are working at these places, and that's what the public thinks. So that if you're a homeless person and you say something like what I just said, they don't believe you. They're like, oh, these people are good people, that's why they work there, and they're trying to help you, and they're giving you all this free shit, and you're fucking complaining about it and shit. Meanwhile, I have never experienced more mental abuse and more pain and hurt and trauma in my fucking life than from what the shelters have done to me when I was going through homelessness, just trying to get out of those circumstances, doing my best to maintain a quality of life while I go through that. And the system and the shelters stood in my way from being able to improve my quality of life intentionally. And then I realized that it's systematic, it's by design. And then I realized, like, the whole homelessness sector is literally a machine that has created a business out of addiction, mental health, and homelessness. And the people that are running that business are literally like the Freemasons, like the royal family, like, like the Rothschild like family, like the Rockefeller people, like the Coalition to End Homelessness in Victoria, BC. Literally, like the parent company is founded by the Rockefeller Foundation. What are they doing in involved with fucking any coalition to end homelessness in Canada? How does that make any fucking sense? It doesn't. But I'm just saying that I learned how to survive under the most harsh circumstances fucking possible for a targeted individual. I went through homelessness for years. I was getting fucking smashed on in the homeless shelters by the staff were fucking with me. They threw out my dad's funeral pictures, the only pictures that I have of my dad, the funeral stuff from my dad's funeral. When I was 18, I went to jail. Missed my dad died when I was in jail. I missed the funeral. The only thing I had was that, and I had no closure of my father's death. It was I'm still fucked up from it, And so the shelter threw all that shit out after they told me I had 30 days to store my stuff there. 5 days later, they threw it out, all of it, all of my shit. And this was a continuous thing. They didn't just make a mistake. They were doing this shit regularly against me. And that was just not just one shelter. That was shelters across Canada when I was traveling, trying to just fucking survive, you know? And the gang stalking is extreme. And then I found out that the business of homelessness is literally run by all fucking gang stalkers. They're all literal Freemason fucking total fucking little wealthy, never been through struggle, poverty, none of that shit. Fucking clowns. And they're mentally abusive to the homeless and people going through addictions and shit. And then they're supposed to be professional people, so the community and the public believe them. But anyways, I've been through that, and I literally lived outside in tents in the forest instead of go to homeless shelters. And I learned how to improve my quality of life like that, where I was actually protected away from a lot of the shit that was trying to fuck me up. So that was another strategy, but I also had to make sacrifice for that, right? Like comfortability, right? People cling on to material things and comfortability, and I don't. I don't cling on to comfort and comfortability and easy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you become at the will of the system. So it's like I always did shit the harder way, but it made me harder than everybody else. It made me stronger, smarter, fucking more able to endure. And there's a wasp. trying to kill me. More able to endure versus everybody else. And more shit happens to those people, you know what I'm saying? When they're not willing to go the extra mile. Who's fucking Gangstalker? This guy just fucking, you saw him behind me, right? He went around right there to around this tree. For what reason? Walked around my fucking tree. He walked all the way over here. From all the way over there to fucking walk around this fucking tree. Go around me in a circle and then go back that way. The fuck out of here. I'll beat the fucking brakes off this bird. And that's another thing, right? I still go through this shit. Agents all the time, bro. Every time I talk about gang stalking, this is the type of shit that happens. That's why I don't talk about it. I swear to you, I'm telling you that you just saw fucking facts. I haven't talked about gang stalking in fucking years, like talking about that shit. And as soon as I talk about it, all these fucking weird ass people start popping up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm trying to roll my joint, but you saw that though, right?
Why?
All of a sudden, all these people are around. It was like ghost town, like fucking 10 minutes ago. I'm not supposed to be smoking weed, I know. That's what that's all about. Anyways, um, yeah, the agents, they pop up once in a while when I talk about gang stalking and shit. And I know that that's what it really is because I haven't talked about it for years. And I just focused on solutions and things that can improve my circumstances and others versus just always dwelling on what the fuck I'm getting annihilated by. Just manifesting more of it, you know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, that's proof right there, man. And I've noticed it in the last like week. Now that I'm starting to say gang stalking again, now I'm starting to say targeted and all this shit comes back around. That's why I tell you, don't fucking focus on the problem, focus on the solution. Don't talk about it no more, and don't fucking complain about the effects and the shit that's happening to you, because that's a signal for them to know that it's working. Dummy. The fuck's wrong with you guys, man? You didn't must have not have grew up in the fucking hood. You must have not have grew up in poverty. You must not have grew up in the fucking struggle in the fucking streets in a survival fucking circumstance where it made you sharper than everybody else, because that's what happens. A lot of people don't fucking have what it takes to survive, man. And even me, I'm struggling. That's why I'm smoking fucking weed. I can't even fucking deal with my reality. You know what I'm saying? But I don't make videos like this on this channel and shit. I'm just, once in a while, I was like, yo, I'll drop a couple little videos and say some real shit to the TI community and shit. But people just, sometimes they just want to know that you're a real motherfucker before they work with you, you know? But anyways, I'm going to continue making educational, ethical hacking videos. And yeah, if you guys like that type of stuff, let me know. If you're interested in it, if you support me, if you support what I'm doing, or if you don't support what I'm doing and you just support me after I just told you all the shit that I just told you, and please sign up for my Patreon and become a paid member, because it helps me out, you know. As a TI, you already know. This is the only way that I found a way that I could make money that it can't be taken away from me, or like my legs kicked out from underneath me. And if it's all TI supporting TIs, then it's like a decentralized system. It's like where there's no like infiltrators, you know? It's like we're all supporting each other, building our own ecosystem, like fucking Bitcoin or some shit. Like we are the Bitcoins, like where only we can benefit from each other, so that way the fucking intruders can't benefit from us. And then we get ahead and we advance and we evolve, and then they don't, and they can't tap into what we're doing type shit, you know? The chosen ones. But anyways, I just want to say that my point by this originally about this video was about homelessness, going through homelessness, and what I did to get through all that shit. I was going through major gang stalking when I was going through homelessness and shit. And then until I went outside and started tenting outside, being in nature, staying away from all the main fucking places, like learned how to outsmart the system to gain resources so I didn't have to go eat at the shelters and all these places and shit. I found a strategic fucking way to survive in a way better, more efficient way because I had to. Because I'm a fucking survivor and I don't just sit there and complain about me getting fucking smashed on. I'm either gonna fight back and destroy what's trying to fuck with me, or I'm gonna find a strategic, methodical fucking way to maneuver around it and just end up gaining from it in the fucking first place, turning curses into blessings. That's the type of shit I'm on. But anyways, just wanted to make a couple videos talking about Gangstalk because I don't talk about it no more, as you've seen why. Because the agents start popping out and fucking doing weird shit. And they start coming up to me and being fucking weird and trying to get close to me, and all these weird people start popping up and they try to do that fuckery, like try to, it's really just to distress your mind, and the more stress that your brain is under, it actually literally like lowers your fucking IQ. Like it literally, scientifically, biologically, has been proven that it literally makes you more docile to be under in fight and flight, like fight or flight mode for that long all the fucking time. So they provoke you intentionally constantly so you can't calm down, relax, and be at a proper frequency. And then when your frequency is off and you're in a frequency of fear and fucking, you know, whatever, chaos, then all the attacks and energy weapons work against you. That's my theory. This fucking gang stalker guy's coming back again. Because I started talking about gang stalking again, man. He came back for a second round, bro. I said gang stalking twice. Fucking guy. Fuck. See what I'm saying? Don't make me punch this guy out. No, I'm just kidding. See, and that's the thing. You don't want to get twisted up in that shit too, because the devil will try to use that as a way for you to hate people for no fucking reason. Then you might just punch somebody out for no fucking reason that really wasn't even doing that. Like the guy was just trying to get exercise, right? So you can't even fucking, whatever. You have to ignore it. You can't play into it, and you can't fucking do nothing about it, or else you're gonna be the victim in the end. You're gonna get fucked. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna backfire on you, and that's probably what the intent behind it is. It's strategically, that's what it is. It's an attack on the mind for you to destroy yourself.